craziest gorilla attacks and fights caught on camera. Number 1. Baboons try new meat. The first species on the list is the yellow baboon. They live in the steppes and mountainous regions of Middle East and East Africa, where there are many other animal species. As a result, they have many natural enemies, but due to the fact that they live in troops, they defend and hunt together. Baboons are omnivorous animals, which means they can eat both plants and animal foods. 4 million flamingos visited the Great Rift Valley Lake Bogoria one fine summer, covering the entire area. Some of the baboons have never seen that many birds before and didn't know how to interact with them, which was quite rare for them. However, some of the baboons thought that it was a good time to taste new meat. One of them takes the initiation and runs towards the flock. Suddenly, among the chaos, it jumps and manages to catch one, although such events are quite rare. Number 2. Gorilla versus gorilla. Male gorillas can reach heights of 5.2 to 5.9 feet and weights up to 440 pounds, making them the largest members of the primate family. Mountain gorillas dwell in the forested slopes of the volcanic Virunga Mountains, where they are located in the equatorial woods of Western and Central Africa. Females weigh half as much as males in the wild. Despite their intimidating look, gorillas are actually quite peaceful and intelligent. Take Coco the gorilla as an example, who could grasp around 2,000 different English phrases just by listening. But at the same time, we cannot ignore the fact that gorillas are still strong creatures. Gorillas live in groups of 5 to 30 with a leader. But one thing for sure is that when a gorilla strikes, it usually does it as a last resort. For instance, a fight between 2 gorilla males was captured in 2013 in Volcanoes National Park in northwest Rwanda. The males shouted loudly before attacking one another and displayed their sharp, long weapons, which are capable of inflicting significant damage. Because gorillas fight by jumping and striking with their limbs, it is extremely difficult for them to survive a blow with the force of 330 pounds of muscle without suffering serious injuries. As pressure builds between them, we can see that they freeze for a brief period before violently flailing their arms at each other. We can only imagine the force of these blows as one male pounces on the other, forcing it to submit to the powerful one. Number 3. Gorilla versus chimpanzee. It is important to note that humans and other gorilla males are not the only ones who can cause a gorilla to attack. There are other factors or other species that are entitled to do it too. It is obvious from the clip that gorillas do not, under any circumstances, like being taunted. Being wary of teasing or making fun of them is crucial to survival. They celebrate and crown themselves to be the strongest primates on the planet Earth. They occasionally pick fights between themselves. However, in order to show dominance, they might pick a fight with chimpanzees. Although chimpanzees are also powerful enough to give them a big fight, we can never be too sure as to who would win in a straight-on fight. The clip shows that the gorilla picks a fight with a chimpanzee in order to discern its dominance. But often, it also starts running away from the chimpanzee after tossing it around. There was also a report done by officials on February 19 in the National Park of Gabon, which stated that a fight between gorilla troops and a chimpanzee family broke out, and it continued on for about 50 minutes. The gorillas lost one of their infants in the process. However, these are rare occurrences. Number 4. Gorilla versus human. Now, we know that gorillas do not pick a fight just because it wants to or is in a bad mood. However, it is important to note that when it comes to humans, we are not strong enough to face off the animal in a fight. Hence, it is advised never to do anything to tease them. Experts suggest that even if a gorilla comes screaming at you angrily, you should hold your ground and not panic. Plus, you must not stand in front of them, just allow yourself to be equal to or below their size. It is to show them that they are the ones dominating. Events of gorillas attacking humans are really rare, and in all cases the humans survived. In the video, we can see a man holding a young baby gorilla in his hands inside the gorilla's territory. He wanted to introduce the baby to them. The male alpha sensed danger from him and came out angrily screaming at him. But the man stood his ground, knowing it could be fatal to panic and start running. Finally, the gorilla came out a second time when the man dropped the baby off and they went away with it. These are some of the craziest gorilla attacks and fights to be recorded on camera. Have you ever faced off against a gorilla? Let us know in the comments.